Hello everyone, and welcome into the 2020 version of the Farm City Banquet. We're coming to you virtually this year. As most of you know, ordinarily we'd be surrounded by a big crowd of people and being served a nice meal, but it is 2020, and because of that we are coming to you virtually tonight. But we're glad to be able to bring you tonight's banquet and honor some very deserving people. I'm Jerry Miller. I'll be your host throughout the event tonight. I'm joined by a couple of important members of the committee. Tracy Shaver is the chair of our committee. Tracy, welcome aboard.
It's great to be here.
Also joined by Dana Sanders with the Chamber, which the Chamber serves as the conduit by which the Farm City Banquet functions. Dana, glad to have you aboard.
Thank you for having me.
If you're not familiar with Farm City, we're going to tell you a little bit about that as we get into the program tonight. But before we do that, we want to thank some people who make this possible. We can't do this without the sponsors. And as you look on your screen, you see some of our sponsors for the year: Alabama Ag Credit, Troy Bank and Trust, First South Farm Credit. The committee can't function without the support of these sponsors, and they really give us the resources we need to make this happen every year. So be sure to thank them if you have that opportunity. Use their services if you have need, and let them know how much you appreciate them being a sponsor for this event. I also want to thank Troy Cable for their willingness to put this together for us, especially Dustin Gilley, who's our producer, and helped kind of pull all of this together. So we're glad you're with us tonight, and hopefully you'll enjoy the things that we're about to do. Let's talk a little bit about Farm City, if you will. Dana, I'll start with you. A lot of people viewing may not know what Farm City is all about. Just in kind of a brief snapshot, what does Farm City do? What does this committee try to do?
Sure. This committee is comprised of members that are invested in both the agriculture and the business side of our community. They work hard to bridge the gap between the rural and urban life and make sure that people understand how hard farmers work, and that it is a huge industry in Pike County, and how important all of these farmers are to us in our daily lives.
And Tracy, I'll turn to you, because you've kind of got a unique perspective. You work within the city, your husband works within the city, but you guys also operate a farm, so you've got a very unique perspective of how important that relationship is between the city and the farm.
Definitely. We do actually have poultry houses. We have a breeder farm that now consists of 2 houses. Curtis actually does row crops, and we have cattle as well. So it's a very time-consuming thing.
And if you've ever been a part of a farm, or whether you're in the city or on the farm, you kind of understand that, how dependent those two entities are for each other. They really are dependent on each other. And I think it's good that the committee takes time to, we're going to be honoring the farm side of it tonight. A lot of those farmers that we're going to recognize for the excellence that they provide in their fields. This Troy Farm, or Pike County Farm City Committee has also been very active, and it's made up of a lot of different members from different businesses, different parts of the community who work together, and really have to give a lot of credit to Randy Hale, who was really the driving force for the Pike Farm City Committee. And in fact, I think I'm right, Dana, that like 2 years running, Pike County's Farm City Committee has been named the best in the state.
Yes, best in the division.
And we've also received a lot of individual awards for the excellence. So our committees internally do a lot of good things as well.
They do, yes.
Yeah. So when you and we'll give you an opportunity to look at some of those members. We're going to pass those along to you sometime during this, but be sure to thank them. It's Farm City Week now, and I know a lot of our viewers may have seen tractors at the different schools. You know, that's kind of going on. That's one of the things they do, the touch a tractor. That's pretty special for the kids.
Absolutely. Especially we were so limited with what we could do this year due to the coronavirus and restrictions. And I would like to thank the Pike County Extension Office for them to ensuring that each of our schools in Pike County have a tractor for students to explore, touch it. Teachers were provided with information on lessons and how to explain how a tractor operates and how important it is to a farm.
And Tracy, we're doing this this year's banquet in honor. When Dana talks about extension, you can't hardly think of extension without thinking of Tammy Powell.
That is true.
And she was such an integral part of this committee, and such a tremendous servant to agricultural and the community in general. And she was a part of this committee, and we lost her last year. And so when you think of extension, I think it's certainly fitting that we honor somebody like Tammy tonight.
Most definitely it is.
Tammy, and in fact, we're going to be talking a little bit more about her and her family as we get into the program. So let's get into to some of the things that we're going to do tonight. We're going to start with one of the big events every year for the Farm City Committee, and that is the Farm City Job Swap. And that's just an opportunity for us to get a first-hand look. We take somebody from the city and let them swap jobs with a farmer or somebody from that part of the community. And I think it really does, Dana, give us a really first-hand look at the differences, but also every year I hear they also always find those similarities.
Yes. This year was no different. The job swap consisted of Marcus Paramore, who is the Director of Government Relations at Troy University, and Russell Johnson, who is a managing partner at Coastal Plain Land and Timber Company. They began the day at Troy University with Marcus, and we talked about a few of the different things that he does day to day on the economic development side for the university and lobbying and what that looks like during the legislative session. And then they went to Russell's, one of the sites where they were working on cutting timber, and Russell explained how they effectively manage timber and looking at trees and what they're looking for with buyers and the kind of equipment and the safety involved in all of that.
Yeah, and ordinarily we would try to have you some video, but again, I think the whole virus thing kind of put us really late in the game with that, and we weren't able to put that together for you. So
viruses and hurricanes delayed our plans this year.
And Tracy, it does really give us, a firsthand look. And people think about farming; it's more than just the livestock. She talks about, the involvement of timber. That's a big part of farming. There's a lot of ways that these farms contribute, not just with the livestock that ends up on, or the crops that end up on our table.
That's right.
Yeah. So I think it's great. I haven't had a chance to talk to Russell or Marcus, but I'll be interested to get their perspective on it. So congratulations to those two guys who participated in our Farm City job swap this year. Another big part of what this committee does is try to bring the youth into the things. We talked about Touch a Tractor. That's all really designed, Tracy, to kind of get those kids involved at an early age and find that appreciation for what the agricultural community brings to the table.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. It's very important for our children to learn early on what actually goes on a farm. And like you said, it's different things as well, not just whether it's poultry or beef or row crops, but there are other things involved as well.
And one of the ways we do that, Dana, is that the Farm City Committee tries to do that is we get the kids involved in some contests. For the younger children, it's a poster contest. Yes. And each year, I think nationally or statewide, we have a theme, and I think this year it was
Sweet Grown Alabama.
Sweet Grown Alabama. So we had an opportunity to get some of the younger kids involved in that. Two divisions, the kindergarten through the 3rd grade, and then also the 4th through the 6th grade. The older kids, we get involved with an essay. They're able to write an essay with that same theme. And we recognize some winners in the 7th through 9th grade division, and then also from the 10th through the 12th grade. And then we also, with the youth, honor we have a Farm City Multimedia Contest, so we have a media winner as well. So let's get into those awards, and I will say the winners of the school age, each one of them, I think, Dana, get a $50. Is it a $50
yes.
gift?
The first, second, and third place winners all receive a prize.
Okay.
A cash prize.
And we want to thank again those sponsors that make that possible. So let's get into those winners first, beginning with the poster winners of the kindergarten through the 3rd grade. And our first group here, we'll start with the 3rd place winner, and that was Emma Benton. Emma is a member of Mrs. Hickson's 2nd grade class at Banks, and you get a look at her poster there. She finished 3rd place. Our 2nd place winner in the kindergarten through 3rd grade division was Lulu Thompson. She is a member of Mrs. Jackson's 3rd grade class at Banks, and you get a picture of Lulu there. And look at her poster, which was good for 2nd place. Our 1st place winner was from the 3rd grade class at Pike Liberal Arts, Eli Sykes, I'm sorry, Eli, and he was a member of Mrs. Bruce's 3rd grade class at Pike Liberal Arts. You get a look at him there, and there's an impressive poster that Eli was put together to take first place. So congratulations to all three of them, Emma, Lulu, and Eli. Our next division is in the 4th through 5th grade. And the way these are lined up, we will give you the winners first. Our first place winner in the 4th through 6th grade division was Loxley Langford. Loxley was a member of Mrs. Stroud's 4th grade class at Pike Liberal Arts. You get a look there at that winning poster there, and that's impressive as well. Second place went to Shelby Smeltzer. Shelby is a member of Mrs. Ferraro's 5th grade class at Pike Liberal Arts. You get a look there at the two of them, and also a chance to see her second place winning poster. Third place went to Maggie James Brown. Maggie is a part of Mrs. Barron's 4th grade class, also at Pike Liberal Arts, and you get a look there at Maggie getting her winning certificate and a chance to see her poster. So congratulations to those winners. Those are your poster winners. First of all, kindergarten through 3rd grade, and then 4th grade through the 6th grade. We'll move now to our Farm City essay winners, beginning with the 7th through 9th grade. And again, we'll begin with the first place winner there, and that goes to Lexi Terry. Lexi is in Ms. Kay Sanders' 7th grade class at Pike Liberal Arts. Congratulations to Lexi. And she had the first place winning essay. Second place went to Amy Ramage, also a member of Ms. Kay Sanders' 7th grade class at Pike Liberal Arts. And you get a look there at Amy along with her teacher. And the third place winner in the essay contest was Ford Hussey, also a member of Ms. Kay Sanders' 7th grade class at Pike Liberal Arts. So congratulations not only to those winners, Lexi Terry, Amy Ramage, and Ford Hussey, but also congratulations to Ms. Kay Sanders for getting them involved.
Yes. Also, Mr. Jerry, the teachers win a prize as well. So they are just as much invested in their students providing and participating in these events.
All right, let's move to the final division of the essay winners. This is the 10th through 12th grade, beginning with the winner, who was Morgan Sanders. Morgan is a member of Ms. Walker's 10th grade class at Pike Liberal Arts. You get a look at Morgan there, and he had the winning essay. Second place went to Alder Hernandez. Alder is also a 10th grade student, but he is at Goshen High School, and he's a member of Mrs. Rich's class at Goshen High School. Third place went to Jabori Arnold, Mrs. Rich's 10th grade class at Pike County High School. So a diversity there of these older essay winners. So again, congratulations to first place Morgan Sanders, second place Alder Hernandez, and the third place is Jabori Arnold. One other award is given each year through the school system, and that is the Multimedia Contest. And this year's winner for the Media Award goes to Matthew Sparrows. Matthew is a member of Mrs. Rich's Goshen High School class, and congratulations to Matthew for that award. So there you go. That's how we get those youth involved in what we're doing there, and I think that's tremendous, Dana, to be able to get those kids, and they really buy into it. I always love when we're able to do the banquet live, is when you come in, they've got those posters. All of the posters are demonstrated there, not just the winners, and it's really fun to go around and look at those posters each year.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we get a chance to see those essays too, Tracy. It really is encouraging to see these kids getting involved in the work that they're able to put out there.
It is.
Yeah. So congratulations to all of our youth. The next thing that we're going to move into is that with agriculture, we recognize each year a female youth award winner and a male youth award winner, and we get an opportunity to recognize those two winners tonight as well. Let's start with our female youth award, and this year that goes to Miss Addison Garrett. Addison is a senior at Pike Liberal Arts School and is the daughter of Brad and Erica Garrett. Addison is heavily involved in several clubs and organizations at Pike Liberal Arts and was named Pike County's 2020 Distinguished Young Woman. Addison was selected for Alabama's Girls State, Pike County Chamber of Commerce Junior Ambassadors, the Southeast Alabama Cooperative Youth Tour, the National Honor Society, and she has also received awards for the highest GPA in many subjects each year she has been at Pike Liberal Arts. Addison has served as vice president of her class in the 10th and the 12th grades. She was the Excel Club secretary, the Twilighter Social Service Club secretary, and the varsity cheer captain. Addison also makes great strides to promote conservation and environmental concerns through her active roles at Pike Liberal Arts and her volunteer service through her church and the Twilighter Social Club. So congratulations to the 2020 Female Youth Award winner, Addison Garrett. Pretty impressive.
Very much so.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look now and congratulate our Male Youth Award winner, and that is Slade Outlaw. Slade's a senior at Goshen High School and is the son of William and Elizabeth Outlaw. Slade is heavily involved in several clubs at school, including Future Farmers of America for 4 years. Slade also served as FFA charter reporter in the 2019-2020 year and has competed in several contests on the local and state level, including the Agri-Science Fair, the State Veterinary CDF, and the Farm City Essay Contest. Slade has devoted volunteer hours at the Special Olympics and has participated in National FFA Week each year. Slade has made great strides to promote conservation and environmental concerns himself with his work in the FFA and the Goshen High School campus cleanup. So congratulations to our Male Award, Youth Award winner, Slade Outlaw. And if we had a crowd, we'd give them a big hand. But I think that's really a distinguished award for both Addison and Slade. And again, I think it just reminds us of these kids and what they're involved in. And wow, pretty impressive
Great
from those two.
leaders right there.
All right, one of the things that that the Farm City really prides itself in, and a big part of the banquet each year, is rewarding excellence in various agricultural fields and various things. And this year is no different. So we're going to spend the remainder of our time recognizing the 2020 Agricultural Award winners given through the Farm City Committee this year. We're going to begin with the Conservation Award, and this year that goes to Kevin Ward. You'll see later that Kevin was presented his award by Ryan Wood, who is with District Conservation. Kevin is the Conservation Farmer of the Year. His farming operation over the past 40 years consists of roughly 400 acres of corn, peanuts, cotton, and oats. He's previously served on both the county's FSA board and the Soil and Water Conservation District Board. Kevin is married to his wife, Michelle. They have 2 daughters, Emily and Katie. Katie is married to Derek Holly. Kevin implements a number of conservation practices each year. He does so by planting a cover crop, strip tills, and plants on a contour when possible. Kevin's goals for his farm align with many farmers around the country, and that is just to survive. The markets aren't kind to farmers, but Kevin has managed to overcome. Over the last year, he has experienced the loss of 2 barns, 2 irrigation pivots, and an irrigation pond due to the weather events we were talking about just a moment ago. But we wish Kevin the best and congratulate him on being the 2020 Conservation Farmer of the Year. Congratulations, Kevin. Our next award is the Timber Award, and this year that goes to Thompson Timber Farm, LLC, and it was presented to Thompson Timber Farm by Deborah Huggins Davis, a member of our committee. Thompson Timber Farm, LLC is located in West Pike County and was legally established in 2014. The property is passed to the children of James Buddy and Doris B. Thompson in 2013, and those children include Pam Thompson Cutchins, Kim Thompson Oakley, and James Bo Thompson. The property has been in the Thompson family for 100 plus years and currently has 36 acres in loblolly pines, 4 acres in longleaf pines, with the remaining 76 acres in hardwood forest. Through the guidance of the Pike Bullock Farm Service Agency and the Alabama Forestry Commission, they have harvested and replanted 27 acres that were in the CRP program. FSA has worked with them in gaining permission for harvesting and replanting the acreage on a cost-share basis, and the AFC has worked many hours to help them maintain fire lanes, undergrowth burns, and prep burns to replant. In addition, AFC has provided insight and knowledge regarding differences in types of pine trees, growth patterns, pest infections, and a need for undergrowth burns and various other issues associated with growing pines. Both FSA and AFC have always provided professional assistance and are to be commended in their respective areas of expertise and communications with the family as both growers and stewards of the land. Congratulations to the Thompson family and the Thompson Timber Farm. Our next award is the Beef Award. This year's Beef Award recipient is Charles Long. His award is being presented by Dick Barnett of the Cattlemen's Association. He serves as president. Charles Long is a lifelong resident of the Tyndall community, where he and his wife enjoy raising cattle and growing poultry. Charles has been in the cattle business for 27 years and currently has around 70 head of cattle in his herd. Charles has also been in the poultry business for 21 years. Currently, he serves as secretary for the Pike County Cattlemen's Association and has been on the board for the past 19 years. His wife, Michelle, is presently serving as president of the Pike County Cattle Women's Association. They are both active members at Mount Zion Baptist Church. In Charles and Michelle's spare time, they enjoy taking trips to Gatlinburg and attending and cheering loudly for their favorite football team. They say, "Go Bama." Congratulations to this year's Beef Award winner, Charles Long. Our next award is the Poultry Award, and this year that goes to Chase and Claire Flowers, and that award is being given to them by Abby Peters. Chase and his family have been in the poultry business in Pike County for 8 years. They began their career in the poultry when they purchased an 8-house pullet farm in 2012. After selling their first farm in 2017, they built 4 60 by 600 broiler houses with Keystone Foods. The Flowers family enjoys raising their 3 children on the farm, and in fact, just added their 4th child last week, so 4 children now are being brought up on the farm. Chase also serves as director on the board of the Pike County Soil and Water Conservation Committee. Congratulations to this year's Poultry Award winner, Chase Flowers. Our next award is the Row Crop Award, and this year's recipient is Justin Garrett. His award is being given to him by Carol Nicholson. Justin's love for farming started at a very early age and was instilled in him by his grandfather and father, who both were peanut and cattle farmers. Growing up in a farm atmosphere gave Justin the opportunity to observe the satisfaction that comes from exercising a strong work ethic and seeing the fruits of your labor unfold with the blessings of the Lord. Shortly after earning his college degree in marketing from Troy University, Justin knew that this was the path he wanted for his family in the future. Justin and his wife Kimberly were married in 2014 and now have 2 little boys, Tyson and Kaysen, who already love the adventure of the farm life. Justin currently produces cotton in Pike and Bullitt counties with 205 acres in Pike County and a total overall of 340 acres. In addition to cotton, he also has 4 poultry houses and is in the process of adding 2 more. He has approximately 110 acres of pasture and 95 head of beef cattle. Justin believes diversity is important to maintain a profitable operation. He puts recommended practices in place to maximize production while assuring the optimal environmental conditions for preserving the lands under his management. Being a good steward of the land is a responsibility that goes hand in hand with enjoying the benefits that it provides. Congratulations to the 2020 Row Crop Farmer of the Year, Mr. Justin Garrett. We now honor the Young Farmer of the Year, and that is Brock Davis. Brock's award is being presented also by Abby Peters. Brock Davis resides in the Needmore, Alabama community and is employed with P.D. Davis and Sons Farms. This year, Brock has helped with the planting and harvesting of 70 acres of peanuts, 100 acres of corn, and 500 acres of hay. He also assists with the 420 head of cattle and 6 mega chicken houses on the farm. Brock has grown up watching his father, grandfather, and great-uncle farm for many years. So it was only fitting that after graduating high school, Brock took up his passion in farming as a full-time career. Brock is a hard worker and takes his responsibilities very seriously and is hopeful to one day become a partner in the family business. Brock is a member of the Pike County Cattlemen's Association and was a member of the Goshen FFA. Congratulations to this year's Young Farmer of the Year, Brock Davis. We also have an award given to the Business of the Year. That was presented by our own Dana Sanders, and this year's recipient is the Alabama Farmers Cooperative. And the vision of the Alabama Farmers Cooperative has always been to be a relationship-driven partner integrating vital resources to ensure the success of both members and farmers. Alabama Farmers Cooperative is a cooperative in the truest sense of the word. All facilities operated by AFC are governed by local farmer-owned cooperatives. Each member co-op shares in the financial proceeds from AFC operations and benefits from the research and marketing services of the entire co-op system. The Pike County Co-op tends to the farming needs of our area by carrying farm supplies, pet supplies, feed, fertilizer, and has operated under management of Wayne Ward for the past 43 years. Congratulations to this year's Service to Agricultural City Award winner, Pike County Co-op. 43 years, y'all.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. And you talk to any farmer, they will really tell you the importance of that cooperative. A couple more awards that we're going to pass along. And this one is the Service to Agricultural Award, and it was presented by Jeff Knotts to the family of Tammy Powell. We spoke to you earlier and told you that this entire Farm City virtual banquet tonight is dedicated to Tammy Powell and her service. Tammy was not only a community servant, she was a community advocate for agriculture. She spent 33 years with the Alabama Cooperative Extension Service and 4-H program, with 26 of those years spent right here in Pike County. She was active in a gamut of activities, bringing her family along, whether it be to a calf show or a backyard barbecue, and always to a church service or church-related event. Tammy had a hand in most everything in Pike County. She was a valued member in a host of organizations, including the Pike County Cattlewomen's Association, the Farmers Federation, the Brundage Study Club, the Treasury Forest Association, the Farm City Committee, as we've already noted, the Alpha Women's Committee, the Board for the Pike County Salvation Army, Pike County Relay for Life, and the United Way. Tammy was always active in her church, serving as a former youth group leader, the Chancel Choir President, and the United Methodist Women's Organization. She was a program leader and a pianist at the Wednesday night supper events for adults and youth. Even after retirement, she remained loyal to her commitments, dedicating countless hours to the Pike County Cattlewomen's Association, the BUMC, and the MYF, and former colleagues of the Alabama Cooperative Extension System, and also we will remember at the end at WTBF Radio. And she was always involved in the lives of all of her former 4-Hers. Congratulations to the family of Tammy Powell for this award, and we certainly thank you for your service and certainly Tammy's service over the years. What a fitting award. Our final award tonight is one that's always very special, and it's the recognition of the Century and Heritage Farm Award. Don Wombles presented the award this year. He is a part of the Department of Agricultural and Industries for the state of Alabama. And this year's Heritage and Century Farm winner is Susan Johnson and Russell Johnson for their family farm known as Youngblood Place. The 260 acres of Youngblood Place, the farm is located in Youngblood, just 6 miles northwest of Troy. The farm was originally acquired by their ancestors in 1834. The farm is currently used for timber, peanuts, and grazing for cattle. The 6th, 7th, and 8th generation of the family all reside on the property. Structures still standing on the property include Youngblood Store Post Office built in 1918, the Lily Greenhouse built in 1927, and a hay barn that was built in 1952. It's always fun to get a chance to see those old farms. And congratulations to the Johnson family and Youngblood Place Farms. We went through them rather quickly, y'all, but that's an opportunity to recognize all of these people, and you really get a sense of just how big agricultural is in Pike County. I think sometimes we may take that for granted, and certainly I think we take for granted sometimes that relationship between agricultural, Tracy, and what the city does, and I think it's just very fitting we have an opportunity to recognize these people like that.
It really is.
Absolutely, and we all get hung up on what we couldn't do, but I almost feel like I almost like this better, that we get to meet the people that won the awards, we got to talk to them, we got to hear their stories and see their families, where otherwise we presented an award one night at a banquet. So it was a unique opportunity.
And I hope you have an opportunity to congratulate these winners. We'll have an opportunity, you'll see them in other media outlets and have a chance to read a little more about their stories. But we certainly congratulate all of those winners and really do give a bit of thanks for what they do. Farming's not easy, Tracy. You can attest to that. At whatever level you're doing, farming's not easy, but it is absolutely necessary. So that's our time together tonight. Let's again thank our sponsors, which we don't ever want to forget them, the Alabama Ag Credit, Troy Bank and Trust, and First South Farm Credit. Again, I want to thank the committee, you two especially. I know both of y'all put in countless hours to make sure that not just this event took place, but that all of the events that led to the success of the Farm City Committee this year. So I thank both of you and that entire committee, which you have an opportunity now to see those members on your screen. Also, thanks again to Troy Cable and Dustin and his crew for helping put this together. And thank you, the viewers, for tuning in tonight and letting us lead you through an opportunity to congratulate these award winners and also a chance to tell you a little bit about Pike Farm City and what it does. So, for Tracy Shaver and for Dana Sanders, I'm Jerry Miller, and saying thanks for tuning in tonight, and so long until next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.